So when you start reading Animal Farm, you'll quickly realize that the characters are meant to represent real life people. Okay? Not imaginary people, but real life people. And here are the animal characters. So Major up at the top left-hand side is the aging pig with big tusks that haven't been trimmed. And Napoleon, who's the black pig there, and Snowball, and Squealer. Benjamin the donkey, who's really bored with the whole thing. Boxer, who's a little bit silly, is a bit stupid, he's not very bright. Clover is a very sweet mare. Mare means female horse. And then the humans that are involved. And Molly, and I like to think of Molly rather like we do a lot of young girls now, who's really interested in makeup and clothes and taking selfies of herself and putting them on Instagram. Okay? A bit like Molly. She's not concerned about anything serious at all. Very sort of flappy type of girl. All right. So those are some of the characters. There are other ones that appear, of course, but these are the main ones. So Mr. Jones, right, is the human. He's the original owner of Manor Farm. And Old Major, the pig, tells of a dream that leads to rebellion. And he's representative, of course, Karl Marx and Lenin. Those Russians who had this wonderful idea of a sort of a utopian type of country, you know, socialist country where everybody was equal. And there were no wealthy and no poor, that sort of thing. Napoleon Pig, leader of the rebellion, and he represents Joseph Stalin. The horse, his motto is, I'll work harder. And he represents the workers and the laborers of Russia at that time, the oppressed. Snowball, who's a horse, is the original leader of the rebellion, and he represents Leon Trotsky. Now, Squealer, the pig, is Napoleon's minister of propaganda. In other words, false information. Clover the horse is a motherly type who silently questions some of Napoleon's decisions. Now, she's very motherly. She doesn't want to upset anybody. So she silently says, are you sure about that, Napoleon? Very diplomatic. Molly the horse, as I just mentioned, is very flippant. All right, should be the selfie taker young girl. And Benjamin, nothing's good. And Moses the bird is a raven. Ravens are just like black crows, very similar, very intelligent. And he represents the Orthodox Russian Church. And then you've got Jessie, Bluebell, Pincher, who are the dogs, whose puppies become Napoleon's guard dogs. And Frederick, who's a human, he's an unscrupulous farmer. That means somebody that has no scruples. He doesn't have any ethics, no morals. He only does what he does in order to benefit himself, even if if other people are harmed as a result of it. So he has no scruples, this man. And then, of course, you've got Pilkington, who does business with the Animal Farm.